You may have the same cry in your heart that was made famous long ago by a man who desperately desired an abundant and virtuous life, but found it so fleeting. He came from a good family. He had committed to learning all he could learn. He worked hard at doing the right thing as best he understood it, but he still struggled. He shared his thoughts by recording these words. A lot of what I do, I don't know why. For what I think I should do, I don't do. And the things I know I should not do, I do. This brings us to the memory principle for session 2. I came into this world yearning for an abundant and virtuous life. What happened? We will revisit this principle throughout this lesson. And no matter how long I live, and no matter what experiences I have, I feel like I am always just learning about this principle. My life story is far from over. Hopefully, I have many years left to build my story. I know I don't look like it, but I know that how my story unfolds will be related to how my worldviews develop. I sense you, like everyone, may be in a similar place in your life. That's one reason this course is important for you. I'm learning that as I move throughout life, I run into two choices, two paths I can take. I can play it safe or shoot for the moon, as some say. I can avoid risks and blame, stay secure, and protect myself from failure and pain. Or I can take some risks, act on what I have and know, not waiting for a handout from someone, not needing others to dictate which way I go. I understand that my worldview gets tested. It seems the longer I live and experience life, the more likely I am to become disappointed in people. I feel increasingly jaded or cynical. That's why I'm committed to keep healthy worldviews. I enjoy being with you in this course because I find I still learn as much by teaching worldview as you do by studying it. Now let's take a moment now to understand the big picture of worldview. Let's understand it better by looking at what shapes our core assumptions. Your identity is the major influence on your worldview, and identity has three parts: your social identity, your personal identity, and human identity. Okay, identity. It's a fascinating and powerful force in our lives. Have you noticed how people often label each other? Sometimes it's by how they look, what job they have, what family they belong to. Let me introduce you to these three types of identity. And as I do, you'll begin to see how complex core assumptions are that shape worldviews, just because there are so many factors. Let me say that again. Hopefully, you'll begin to see how complex core assumptions impact and shape your worldview. There are so many factors involved. You can see why some of your worldview is like other people you know. But also you can see why people close to you, even those in your family, may have differing worldviews. Everyone identifies with a group or groups in which they belong, whether they like to or not. Social identity. It's what provides you with a sense of belonging, meaning, and safety. One of the most important influences of the communities in which we belong is culture.